Yesterday, I went to the Liberty Fashion exhibition at the London Museum of Fashion and Textile, and I thought it would be nice to share the photographs with you that I took from that day. Um, okay, so there's a slideshow that I'm gonna basically try and talk you through, although I don't know how easy it would be to do that, but I'm gonna have a go. My name is Yasmin Selina Bart. I'm an author, but I realised in the last few years that I developed a really huge love actually for Liberty prints, and I realised that the prints I had seen were really massively distinctive and very kind of audaciously colourful in a way that really pleased my eye. And I used to really get excited about seeing them whenever they appeared in like a fashion spread, or I spotted one online, or I saw an item being sold in a store or in a museum like the V&A, and it was associated as being a Liberty print. So when this exhibition announced itself, when I saw it in the listings back in May, I made a mental note to myself that I would come back and I would, check it out. So on Saturday, me and a really good friend of mine took ourselves along, bought a pair of tickets, and had a good mooch. And it was really revealing because basically what I discovered, to be honest with you, was that there were some prints I thought, were like, oh my lord, this is almost chintzy, this isn't that great. But it was watching the evolution of how they altered over time and discovering that Liberty was actually a dude. There's actually a guy called, oh my lord, his name's popped out of my head. Arthur, sorry, it's Arthur Liberty. I'm trying to do this as I'm, showcasing all these pictures. And I didn't realise there was actually the Liberty store in Regent Street, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a Tudor building, is actually named after somebody. It just, Liberty itself is such a beautiful word. To me, it just made sense to name a store after a word that has such a positive meaning. However, as you can see, the prints themselves, some of them are absolutely gorgeous, and looking at how the prints evolved with the designers in London who were hired by the house, hired by the department store to work on producing prints. It went through the eras of fashion, covering things like the 60s with Bieber and Mary Quant, up until designers like Vivienne Westwood, and the 70s had a lot of orange and paisley. So it was eye-opening. It revealed to me that I didn't like everything that Liberty did. However, that sometimes is a reflection of fashion. You don't always like what's fashionable. And I think with fashion, you have to kind of find the thing that suits you. The other thing I found really enjoyable was actually learning about the process of how printmaking in fashion happened. And because I've never actually thought about how the fabric that we find on our clothing or in stores sold on a roll, how does that get made? And seeing the Zandra Rhodes video in the gift shop showcasing that was really interesting. The gift shop itself was beautiful, and even the displays on the way to the ladies' and gents' toilets were lovely, which showcased, different exhibitions that had taken place in the museum in the past. So what I would say is that if you're interested in Liberty prints, go along to the exhibition. It started, I think, on October 9th, and it's going to go on till, I believe, February 2016, but double check that. And do pop into the gift shop. There's some really beautiful things there. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow, and I hope you do check it out and find it as interesting as I do. Okay, thanks for listening.